First Lady hosts Saudi Arabia South Sudan envoys at State House. While UPDF monitoring and evaluation team inspects Bukadia projects. And on the international scene, Khartoum's International Airport gets caught up in the ongoing civil turmoil. Let's start with the Antonde district. That's at Ramayongo village, as preparations are ongoing for a befitting send-off for the late Permanent Secretary, Office of the Prime Minister Keith Muhakanizi. Muhakanizi's body was flown back early this Saturday.
Nasoke no nafunetaka nange na mpita ni anfuretaka so tubadde wano kumpi myaka 3 nga tukolagana bulungi eno twagisanga nga enseno erimbi nnyo eri mabega nnyo kwaso laba enkulakulanye yo laba yaffe yakisi nange kuteka mu model farming na farm giraba ya ibaita ya mukiga ali mukwano gwaffe yava kinkizi yatusooka eno bali mwe mweta James tugume yafana omukyala ne wali
gwekabura gwerya Ntonde nambemu era tusasira family ye eyarete Keith Muhakanizi omukyala Janet n'abaana tubasasira nnyo olw'okuviirako baawo taata w'abaana ate mukwano gwaffe suubira nti Katonda omulungi ajja kubagumya ekintu kino ekiyingiddewo simwe musoose naye Katonda omulungi tumusaba abagumye abaziruka olukoba musobole okugumira ekizibu kino ate nsuubira engeri gy'olimu omuntu wa Katonda ojja kukigumira. Tulugenda mu maaso n'enteekateeka ey'okuziba tulindirira omubiri gwa omuganda waffe Keith Muhakanizi bwekyensuubira nti bamaze saavisi y'ekololo ne tulu wano tugulindiridde era abantu bali mu kwetara ndowooza mulabe emirimu eruwano abakungu bazibona bali mu kujja era enkya ku Sande bwe tujja kuwerekera omubiri gwa mukwano gwaffe ng'ava mu bulamu bw'ensi eno naye nga omuntu gwe tufiiriddwa omuntu abadde yeenyigira mu nkulaakulana ey'ekabura mukabura natuula naye Keith netukanya nti tambuza amazzi mu kabura tumarewo ebbula ly'amazzi mu kabura tuli mu kukitambuza projekiti egyo gireseewo.
Now, the First Lady Janet Kataha Museveni has met with the Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia to Uganda, Jamal Al-Madani, who paid a courtesy call on her at State House Nakasero. The First Lady was particularly grateful for the support towards the renovation and construction of technical institute across the country and hoped for more avenues of working together.
The First Lady was meeting the Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia to Uganda, His Excellency Jamal Al-Madani, who paid a courtesy call on her at State House Nakasero. The First Lady was particularly grateful for the support towards the renovation and construction of technical institutes in the country and hoped for more avenues of working together. The two teams discussed the current and future areas of cooperation between their two countries and programs that the Uganda's education and sports sector could benefit from. Mrs. Museveni observed that many of the technical institutes in the country still lack instructors with the hands-on expertise to efficiently impart skills to their students and requested the Saudi Arabia envoy to therefore consider cooperating with the Uganda's Education Ministry in training of instructors for the technical institutes. She also saluted Saudi Arabia for for the commendable environment protection exhibited in the country.
Because of where your country is placed on the globe, and you have done so well to turn it green, perhaps there is so much we can learn from you to save the environment in our own country.
Saudi Arabia's ambassador, who has been in the country for the last 2 years, briefed the First Lady on the development of relations between the two countries in this period. He said that to deepen the cooperation between Saudi Arabia and Uganda, a general agreement of cooperation, as well as a memorandum of understanding on political consultation between the two foreign ministries, were signed last year. In another development, the First Lady has agreed to the proposal by the ambassador of South Sudan for Uganda and South Sudan to cooperate in the area of skills development. This, however, would come at a later time, because Uganda can only confidently support South Sudan when it also gets the experts it is looking for to offer the hands-on training to the students and ensure that the skills being passed on are excellent.
Many of our technical institutes still lack the trainers, so we would want to help our colleagues from Southern Sudan or any part of Africa when we are confident that the skills we are passing on in these institutes are really good and excellent, and when we have the expertise we are looking for, then we would feel confident to give you some support.
While meeting His Excellency Simon Juanch Deng, the ambassador of South Sudan to Uganda, together with the Second Secretary, Shadrach Cole, and the Education Attaché, Laon Akol, Mrs. Museveni noted that Ugandans share the experience of the people of South Sudan because Uganda also had a long time of instability and its people lived in many countries of the world.
We understand what you are going through, and we know that we can always learn from each other. You can learn from where we have come from, and we can also learn from what you are doing in your new area.
South Sudan ambassador hailed the brotherhood and bilateral cooperation with Uganda under the leadership of President Museveni, saying it has grown from strength to strength. He also commended Uganda for the quality education it offers the citizens of South Sudan.
We have approximately about 25,000 South Sudanese students, roughly about 20,000 of them in primary and secondary school, and the remainder in secondary schools. And these are people we believe in the next 5 years or so, they will be your ambassadors to South Sudan.
That's right.
Because they would have completed, they have friends here, they have teachers who took them through the learning education, and we believe that will improve a lot in our trading, our political federation within the East Africa community, and we have a very positive outlook.
Ambassador Simon Juang Deng relayed greetings from the First Lady of South Sudan, Mrs. Mary Ayeng Maldat, who expressed gratitude for the support Uganda gives to the South Sudanese. Reporting for UBC, Baguma William.
President Yoweri Museveni has been the chief mourner during the official funeral service for the Permanent Secretary Office of the Prime Minister, Keith Muhakanizi. The President urged the family members to carry on with the deceased's legacy.
They braved the rain and endured the cold to pay last respects to their fallen colleague in national service, Keith Muhakanizi. Former Bishop of North Kigezi Diocese, the Right Reverend Dr. Edward Muhima, was the main preacher during the funeral service held at Kololo Ceremonial Grounds in Kampala. These are some of the attributes that led the chief mourner, President Yoweri Museveni, to hold Muhakanizi in high esteem.
As we say farewell to Chief Muhakanizi, we have this psalm to read for him. Psalm number 60, verse 19.
Muhakanizi was definitely a hard worker, because in my struggles, I needed figures. And whenever I needed figures, Muhakanizi would be having all the figures. Now, I didn't know that Muhakanizi was a zealot. You know what we call a zealot? A zealot, somebody who is committed to something very, very deeply. Definitely him and Mutevile and Kasem were zealots of the IMF approach, for sure. There's no doubt about that. I have now come to know it from the wife and the girl, the daughter, about their football and so on, Liverpool. I didn't know that he had that character of, but I could see it. I said, but these young people, why do they only look at the IMF?
Museveni put Muhakanizi in the category of Emmanuel Mutevile and Chris Kasami, economists whose roles in restoring the economy remain exceptional to date.
The Muhakanizi group and Mutevile group rightly advised me against that minimum wage. Why? Because of the same logic. Things in the economy are determined by the market. You still have excess of labor, of manpower, compared to the jobs. If you artificially overprice the price of labor, you will undermine the growth of the economy. Let the economy grow, let more investors come in, and as they come in, the labor will become short. If you get more factories, more hotels, more businesses, the labor will become scarce and the price will go up. And I was persuaded by that line, and that's how I have been able to resist the pressure of the labor unions to artificially put up the price of labor, even when you don't have enough jobs.
Museveni wants Ugandans and Muhakanizi's family to keep his legacy moving.
The modern societies are very delicate because of being shielded. They are not used to tough life. But when I saw the children there, these children are old. The Banyankole would say, Avereyanye tzize. Avereyanye tzize. Okunyetsa is when your children have grown up. And a child to grow up, according to Banyankole, is to be 16. If you are 16, they say you are a man. Now, when we are 18, 20, the Banyankole will say, if you are not a man now, you'll never be a man. Now, these children are grown up, so their mother is there, their uncles are there. They should be able to continue what Muhakanizi did.
His family spoke fondly of Keith Muhakanizi as a caring and hardworking person.
Before he was this person immersed in his work. He's a workaholic. He was a workaholic, as you all know. And I would get scared sometimes whether my children would ever enjoy him, because work was above family to him.
My dad was an incredibly positive human being. He always believed things would work out and that there was a solution for every problem.
Others who related with him at personal level recount the rare moments they shared with the deceased. Housing State Minister Persis Namganza is one of such people.
Of recent, when I was going through a lot of trials, and that time the Right Honourable Prime Minister invited me to her office. And that is the time Parliament was on my neck over issues which were not understandable. And when I had just entered the Right Honourable Prime Minister's office, she was there, and she was telling me, you have to go to Parliament and apologize straight away. I don't know where Keith Muhakanizi came from. She phoned us when we had just started talking, and I was trying to tell the Right Honourable Prime Minister that I've done nothing. And Keith told me, hey, Princess, you are here. If you are here to seek guidance about apology, that's wrong. You have done nothing and you cannot be there. And the Prime Minister was there and it's like, why are you misleading? And the case was like, no, please. There is nothing she has done, so this is just misguidance.
Keith Muhakanizi's body was brought back to Uganda in the wee hours of Saturday morning after losing the battle to multiple organ failure at a hospital in Milan, Italy.
Keith was very confident. He exuded immense confidence and conviction in what he believed in and was able to articulate his beliefs candidly and boldly.
The renowned economist who served as Secretary to the Treasury died serving as Permanent Secretary, Office of the Prime Minister.
We have lost Keith at a time when the office of the Prime Minister needed him most. May his soul rest in eternal peace.
Muhakanizi is survived by a wife and children and will be laid to rest at his home in Liantonde district this Sunday. Henry Okrut, UBC.
Talk with freedom. Get MTN Freedom voice bundles that don't expire. Dial *100 *21# or my MTN app for more bundles. Together, we're unstoppable.
The Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development, under the auspices of the East African Community, will host the 10th East African Petroleum Conference and Exhibition 2023 from the 9th to the 11th of May 2023 at the Kampala Serena Hotel in Uganda. Take full advantage of the investment opportunities in the East African region's vibrant oil and gas sector. To find out more on how to sponsor, exhibit, or attend the 10th EAPCE 23, visit www.eapce23.eac.int.
Glow as you are with the new Spark 10 series smartphone from Airtel in partnership with Tecno. Own the timelines with picture-perfect selfies using the 32-megapixel selfie camera, 256GB storage, G88 gaming processor, and a strong battery to last the whole day. Haha! Toakana.
The Spark 10 smartphone comes with free 3GB from Airtel and 100% bonus on weekly and monthly bundles every month for 3 months, so you can stay connected to a world of possibilities. Dial *100 *5# to enjoy free data. The new Spark 10 is available in all selected Tecno shops countrywide. Airtel, the smartphone network in partnership with Tecno. Stop at nothing.
It's the encounters with our majestic gorillas. The thrill of taking on the falls of the Nile River. The joy of discovering new traditions and a lot more. Join us at the 2023 Pearl of Africa Tourism Expo from the 26th to the 29th of April at the Commonwealth Resort, Munyonyo. Rediscover our country's uniqueness and see what the tourism sector has in store for you. Visit www.poate.co.ug to secure your spot and get set to learn, network, and explore. The Pearl of Africa Tourism Expo is brought to you by the Uganda Tourism Board in partnership with Competitiveness and Enterprise Development Projects. Explore Uganda, the Pearl of Africa.
Are you tired of high fees and slow transfer time when sending money? Look no further. Airtel Money is here to revolutionize the way you move your money.
We have revised our rates, and now sending money from Airtel to other networks in Uganda, East Africa, and to the rest of the world has never been more affordable. Plus, you can trust Airtel Money to get your money where it needs to go quickly and safely. Simply dial *185# and start sending money. Switch to Airtel Money today and experience unbeatable rates and top-notch services for all your local and international money transfer needs. Airtel Money, instant, secure, borderless.
This isn't just a girl. She is the future. This is a teacher, a doctor, a community leader, our future president. She is the hope of our community. And as a community leader, I will talk to others about how we must protect her against child marriage and teenage pregnancy because it affects us all. We each have a role to play in empowering our teenage girls to protect them from pregnancy. Because when we empower them, we empower our nation. Protect the girl, save the nation.
Take action. Report any case of defilement or child marriage to the police or call Sawuti 116.
Jerry con! Jerry con! Hey, Master Blaster! Touch him, man! Bang Jerry con with muscle! Those ones who say go for you only. Mundava! Best movies I teach you. But I'm going to put them scary because of the camera is very far. Is you serious? It's serious, you. What? Eh? You step it on it. Add kilometers to your legs and you get your sugar. We buy meat from Umaru and Umaru refused to give you enough meat. Mama! Show him that they don't joke with you. Umaru, Jerry car.
Okukakaluka n'okulungi kwetaagako omuntu akuyambako n'olwekyo tujja kukuteerawo embeera esaanidde osobole okukola ekisinga awamu teri kitulema.
And welcome back. Now in business news, the Korea International Cooperation Agency has supported a number of farmers groups around National Farmers Leadership Center with agricultural inputs worth millions of shillings. The support is part of the 44 billion shillings funded by the Korean government towards its capacity building and improving the livelihoods of the neighboring farmers through Farmers Field School project.
Tuyambagane Group is a cluster of farmers around National Farmers Leadership Center that has received agricultural input through Farmers Field Schools project.
It will help our parish and our fellow group members and the other groups to come and learn how to get knowledge about the modern farming.
The group of 32 members comprising of men and women in Muira Parish ventured in Pigare project as an enterprise that they believe as a life changer.
This group requested for 15 pigs and 3 mothers. Other groups requested for 30 pigs and 3 mothers. So in total, this year we are going to give 45 pigs to the groups and also 1 heifer to 1 group which requested dairy animals.
The 8-year Farmers Field Schools project is targeting to support 4 groups per year of 32 groups in the course of the project.
In each village, we shall at least have 100 model farmers by the end of the 8-year project. In total, we would have given over 10,000, over $1 million in all the groups at the end of the 4 years. However, we are giving it bit by bit.
The support is extended towards the community members that are hosting the institute as a corporate social responsibility from National Farmers Leadership Center.
Recently, we have had a partnership with the Korean government through KOICA, and we have a project which is going to help us improve the center's capacity. So this includes constructing for us a bigger training center, but also to help us be visible within our neighborhood.
The farmers have been urged to embrace the project and incorporate it with the parish development model project for the better output.
Now, having this one, and then you bring about PDM would even improve on their sustainability once this Korean assistance stops. So then they would proceed with PDM, because PDM as a group now, they have already formed a group, because PDM deals with groups and who are well prepared and the funding is channeled to them.
Joseph Oko, UBC.
Our news tonight. For now, we do return at 10 o'clock with more details. I am Rhoda Ngonzi, on sign language, Muhakanizi.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.